All right, all right, all right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Let me scroll up and see who we got in the building thus far in the AM. Let me see here. Jalen Hudson is in the building. Rod Neal. Anwar Willis. The homie Jared Green. We got, let me see here. TY Boxing 02. MAGA Cop. We got Rick Blackwell. Skullduggery. B. Cherry. Dane Watson. My brother, Joe Thompson, always coming through standing on LDBC business, you dig? Ratchet since 91. The Dirt Game Boss. Shepherd King. Pablo Escobar, Slip the Jab. BK Don, what it do? Mo 2013. Miami Snoopy 305 is in the building. Stephen L. the Mizak. Southwest Dice. Hotep Shalom. King's Trick. Let's see. Jay Grant Jr. Del Reeve. Ob Jones. XB Black Ice. That's right. Smash the like button. Try to slip the jab. The lovely Sister Shower. Salute to the Sister Shower. Craig L. Stephen X. What it do? We got Anthony Bowden. The Sensei Stormy B-Man is in the building. Jonathan Thompson. Marquis Wilder. We got MJ Total Health and Wellness in Richmond. What it do? Hen Dog. The Village Brother. Justin Jacobs. Freedom's March. Philly Fight Doctor. All right. My boy Marty up in the building. What it do? Isaiah W. All right, y'all. What's up with the Soda Black? Brother Drew Titan LLC is in the building. What it do, Drew? NBA D Nice. Salute to everybody in here. Kevin Hill, I see you. Much love to everybody in the building. Oh, let me hold on one second. Let me forgot to do something here. I be forgetting, I'm slipping. One second here, y'all. Okay. One second here. I don't know why my thumbnail not showing up. That's weird. I don't know why my thumbnail ain't showing up, but whatever. Let's rock it out. Excuse me. All right, salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Let's go and talk about it, man. So anyway, this is what's going on, y'all. This is what's going on, ladies and gents. Hey, salute to Hip and Cool. What it do? This is what's going on currently. I know that there are a lot of reports coming out today saying that Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez fight is signed. Now, in the signing, it's happened. It's official for August 16th. But there's some clarification we got to make out here now. Philly Fight Doctor in that super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, good bro. Salute to you. Soda Black, what it do? Appreciate you in the super chat, fam. Coming with the 5-piece. Say hashtag Bomb Squad to this day. Yes, sir. These is all facts. So what happens is this. What's today? So yeah, last week, I guess, a few days ago, I was notified and let to be known that the fight between Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney is about to be a done deal. Right? They got their contracts. So they got their contracts and everything is good. Right? So The only way the fight cannot happen is if Teo decides all of a sudden, to renege or he don't want to fight or something. That's the only way the fight can happen. And that's what happened a couple days ago. Shout out to my boy Marty in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Said 2 gladiators prepare for battle. Thank you to Devin Haney for daring to be great. He says, was just hyping the fight yesterday, battle of the East and West. I know what you was doing. Marty. You still was getting on my nerve. I know what you was doing, though. It's all love. Shout out to my boy Marty. Appreciate the support. Now, this is the thing. This is information that everybody needs to know. All right, Teofimo Lopez is having an issue with going over to Saudi Arabia and fighting Devin Haney, August 16th, Riyadh season. Okay, even for $11 million, he has a problem with doing that. Teofimo, to my understanding, wants to fight somewhere in the U.S. Why he got something against Saudi, I have no idea. Especially when you're finna make crazy amount of money he finna make. All right. Then Teo is saying, sign of the time, salute. So let me skip through the mess. Let me tell you what's going on. Devin Haney, Team Haney has signed their contract. Team Haney has signed their contract to fight Teofimo Lopez August 16th, Riyadh season. As of right now, as I'm speaking, Teofimo Lopez, was it 10:26 a.m. Central Time, has not signed his contract to fight Devin Haney. He agreed to fight Devin Haney in words, verbal words, but he hasn't signed his contract. And not only is that why that's a big deal is because of this. Teo just did an interview the other day with Punch Drunk, and Teo said he's not selling his soul for $11 million. He's not selling his soul for $11 million. Right? Now, this is going down a weird path, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. We'll put it on the screen. And this is what Teo put up on social media the other day. Just 2 fathers missing our son at Devin Haney, right? Now, this is a picture of him and Ryan. Right? He's in love with Ryan. Two weirdo racist dudes. But also 2 dudes who have some issues upstairs, right? We know that they got some issues upstairs. You know what I'm saying? They're not dealing with a full deck. And Teo is somehow convincing himself that something's wrong with Saudi Arabia. He's trying to convince himself that, if Turkey offer you $11 million and somehow you're selling your soul for you're a boxer, bro. You're a boxer. You're a boxer. You fight for a prize. You're a prize fighter, right? Of course, you want your legacy, but you also want your prize. So now, how is Turkey making you sell your soul for $11 million? What does that mean exactly? See, people use these terms like that, but what does that mean? What are you having to give up for the $11 million? Make it make sense. Now, if Turkey was to say, "Hey, man, come on over here, bend over for me, and give you $11 million," yeah, that's selling your soul, your manhood, everything, right? Now I'm with you. But he telling you, "Hey, man, I want to see you fight Devin Haney. Here's $11 million for you. But you gotta be over here in Saudi so we can afford to pay y'all." I'm not selling my soul. What? What are you talking about? What soul are you selling? So Teo can't get out of his own way. He can't. Let me read the super chat real quick. Fool Out Earthman is in the super chat. Much love and much appreciation, bro. Come with that 10-piece. Salute to you, good sir. He say 78 to General. Salute, bro. Thank you, brother. What's happening with the D-Man Jr.? My brother in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love. Said, what it do, bro? Had to drop a couple in the collection plate for you. Thank you, sir. Definitely appreciate it. We got all the stuff for set for the meet and greet, man. So just, matter of fact, hold on one second. Let me put the link in the chat. Why I keep forgetting to do this every day. Let me see here. Where we at now? There we go. I'll drop that in the chat for you. Get y'all meet and greet tickets. Go and get them out the way. Everything's set, location, everything good now. Not an 86 in the super chat. Appreciate the love, fam. He says, salute, General. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me pin that. Let me pin this up real quick. That link. What we got going now, y'all? What we got going? Man, YouTube be playing games when it comes to this. I'm trying to pin a link, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. All right. So let's get back to it now. So what's going on here is this, y'all. Teofimo, the fight versus him and Devin can definitely happen and career making money, okay? Teo ain't never made nowhere near $11 million, ever. Ever, okay? He finna make buku dollars. Turkey looked out for him, and he turned around and insults. He insults Turkey Al Sheikh for offering the money. And this is a problem. And to my knowledge, hold on 1 second. Shout out to David Jackson in Super Chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, I seen Teofimo and Rihanna are celebrating Pride Month. Yeah. That man wild. Salute to you. Shout out to Justin in the Cash App. Appreciate the love. What is that? Oh, further action required. What's this here? Let me see. Let me see what he's saying here. Salute to you, Justin. I appreciate the love in the Cash App. Now, this is something y'all gotta remember here that y'all need to know, I should say. Turkey Al Sheikh is right now is confused with the state of American boxing. He's confused, and I'm gonna tell you why he's confused. Turkey, he's a boxing fan, so he's sitting back watching boxing for years, and he's watching all these fights not happen because guys are complaining about money. Everybody's saying that it ain't enough money, it ain't money. So Turkey, like, man, if they just need some money, we can use this. We can give them the money and then have them help build our entertainment area in Riyadh, build our brand, and we just pay them the money. If money is the only problem, then I got the money. And then Turkey is now finding out that money is not the only problem. That was all cap. That's all cap. In reality, some guys are afraid to lose, especially to certain guys. I believe Teofimo Lopez is afraid to lose to a Devin Haney. Teo has had this thing with Devin for years. Remember, let's go back to when Teofimo Lopez had most of the belts, right? At lightweight, when he was like the fake undisputed. He wasn't officially undisputed, but you know what I mean. But he had all the belts almost at lightweight. Remember, Teo did that interview, and he was bragging about how they were going to shut out Devin, freeze him out, and little secret meetings he was having with people to make sure Devin never got an opportunity to fight for undisputed. Remember all that stuff he was saying? Like, dude, that's weird. Devin Haney's he a boxer. You a boxer. Like, what you want to freeze him out for? Teo been on that since then, bro. He got this thing where he don't want to see Devin eat. He don't want to see Devin come up. I don't know if it's just about him being a racist. I don't know what it is. But he don't like Devin. And he don't want to see, he's jealous of Devin for sure. So now, Devin becomes undisputed and all that stuff, and Devin goes on to do all these great things. Devin has tried to make the Teo fight several times before. Teo don't want to make the fight. So what Teo tried to do is he goes to Top Rank. Now Teo knows Devin is dealing with Turkey, and Turkey is paying Devin handsomely, right? Teo, a guy who ain't never made a lot of money in boxing, he never has, right? This dude Teo goes to Top Rank to try to make a fight with Devin Haney, where they both gonna be making some ridiculous chump change with Top Rank. But Turkey, so Devin, I'm like, bro, why would we take that and we can just do it with Turkey and make twice the money, 3 times the money? Oh, no, y'all ducking me. Y'all don't want to fight me. Dream of water. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now. Everybody's reporting that the fight is on, but it's not official. It's not on. If you go look at Ring Magazine's Twitter page, Ring Magazine has not said this fight is official. Turkey hasn't announced it. The Haneys haven't announced it, nor has Teofimo Lopez. The only people who are saying this is a propaganda machine to try to change the narrative. Last night, Teofimo Lopez said he's not selling his soul for $11 million. That's duck talk. The next morning, strategically, all these people are out here talking about the fight is signed and done for August 16th. And they all going to get away with it. So if the fight don't happen, they can say, oh, well, they can twist it any time the way they want to. But if this fight was done, wouldn't the Haneys be posting it? Wouldn't Teofimo Lopez, who on Instagram all day and on Twitter all day, wouldn't he post it? Wouldn't Turkey have posted it? Wouldn't Ring Magazine post it? So the fight is not officially done. It can be done. All Teo got to do is sign the contract. I think a lot of people heard that Teo and Devin have agreed verbally to fight August 16th, so they're saying people are taking that to mean it's done. London, salute to London in the building. In that super chat with the 2-piece, appreciate the love. He says, hopefully Devin puts on the masterclass, jab this boy. Yeah, it's going to be a great fight if it happens. I think Devin going to school him. Good entertaining scrap. Yeah, the fight is not done, Marty. No, it's not. It should be done with the kind of money that Turkey throwing around. But Teo, this is what happened. Let me tell you something. I don't even know if I should say this. Let me tell you, this is what happened. Okay, last night, let me see. I don't know if I should say this. Put it this way. I'm going to say it this way. Team Haney signed their contract, and Teofimo Lopez was stalling about signing the contract, right? He was stalling all yesterday about signing the contract. Every time somebody reached out to him, he was like, oh, I'm doing something right now. I'm going to go over here with my family. I'm going to go do this and do that. And then at the 11th hour, Teofimo Lopez says, I can't do it, man. I just don't want to fight this dude. I just don't want to fight it. I don't see the benefit in fighting him. And that happened last night. So if Teo has changed his mind within the last 8-9 hours, cool, great. Let's announce it, Turkey. And Riyadh season, everybody, Ring Magazine, announce it. But I'm telling you right now, Teo don't want to fight Devin Haney. Not even for $11 million. Not even for $11 million. So y'all got to make that make sense. Make it make sense, man. He just don't want to lose to Devin. See, if he loses to Crawford, then he got an excuse. Oh, Crawford way bigger than me. I was daring to be great. He loses to Boots. Boots way bigger than me. I fought the best at 147. I was daring to be great. He loses to Devin. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a guy who you supposed to have been fought years ago. You've been avoiding. Y'all from the same class. You know, and he for whatever reason he don't want to do it. Yeah, no, he ain't fighting Tank. He ain't fighting Tank. T.O. was trying to get signed by PBC. He looking for all these opportunities. And it's like, dude, Turkey is the one, dude. You don't even need Oscar De La Hoya in there. You can literally deal just with Turkey and get your money directly with him, like Devin them doing. Team Haney is dealing directly with Turkey. They're keeping all their bread, right? They're dealing directly with the plug. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no middleman, none of that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. Teofimo and his team, I don't know, they don't trust themselves or what. But now Oscar trying to finesse T.O. trying to get him over there with him so he can rob him. Oscar talking about, yeah, T.O.'s, talking about the best pound fighter in the sport. Like, come on, Oscar. You said the same thing about Shakur when he was a free agent. But these promoters just say anything to try to butter these dudes up and get them on their team. But if T.O. is trying to maximize his dollars, he needs to go over there to Riyadh season, fight Devin Haney, because even if you lose to Devin, you just got $11 million that goes to you. You ain't got to split it with no promoter. You ain't got to. This is your money. $11 million. What's Teofimo's highest payday? What's his highest payday? What's up, Supreme Beast? About to talk Cadillac Red. What, a little over $1 million or something? That's ridiculous. Malik, I totally disagree. Fight don't need to happen in the U.S. This fight they've been dancing around this fight, brother, for 5 years. 5 years they've been dancing around it. It ain't happened. The U.S. didn't make the fight. Now you got somebody here who's going to make the fight. He just want it done in his city, and we crying. Nah, man. So American fans would rather not get the fight than to see it happen overseas. That's why Turkey confused. He don't understand the American boxing scene, bro. He like, bro, these people is weird. These fighters keep talking about their bag, their jewelry, their money, all this stuff. Here I come with the money, and dudes talking about they ain't working with me. I ain't bowing down to no man. I ain't kissing no man's hand. I ain't this and that. Powerhouse Washington, super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, has Devin and T.O. ever sparred? Yeah, they sparred before. Yep. They sparred back in the day. Stephen X is in the super chat with that 5-piece salute, fam. See, Devin versus T.O. ain't official until the first press conference drops. Everything before that is trying to speak it into existence. Devin versus everybody. I heard that. So he said T.O. got 900K his last fight. So all right, so that's about what T.O. be making. So when Turkey for give you $11 million to fight Devin Haney, and you say, I'm not selling my soul for $11 million. All right, so let me get this right. You would rather fight Arnold Barbosa for $1 million in New York, right? But you won't fight Devin Haney for $11 million in Saudi. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't make it make sense to me. A lot of people gonna try to make excuses for it. No, the fight should be in America. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that mess, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. That's why we never got Wilder versus Joshua. That same thinking. When Joshua was on board to fight Wilder, when all the reports was coming out, when AJ was going to sign a 2-fight contract, and both fights was going to be in America to maximize the money, the UK fans went nuts. Oh, what? Well, we the ones who built all this fight up. Oh, well, why should we have to give up to the Americans? Woo, woo. And when the Americans, no way, AJ, don't do that. AJ come out 2 days later. Well, I had to think about what's right for my fans. I feel like why do I have to bow down to America? You guys should have to come over here, and boom, we didn't get the fight. We didn't get the fight. And this is what be happening when y'all be playing these little territorial games. Is it about boxing or is it about something else? Joseph Brown, my brother in the super chat with the 10-piece, appreciate the love. He says, salute to you, brother. They say that Haney is washed. They say Haney ain't got no chin. They say Devin Haney ain't got no power. You know what we say? You say you know what they say about Devin Haney in real life? Boogeyman, facts. Mm-hmm. Everything but let's fight. That's what they do. It's what they do. So yeah, I can't. Me personally, I can't rock with the whole. The fight has to happen here and all that kind of stuff. Nah. Yeah, Red. He said, stop the games, OG. Listen to what T.O.'s saying. I'm not selling my soul, meaning Devin about to snatch his soul for 11 mil. That's what it sounds like, bro. And in all actuality, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's saying, if I go over there, I'm going to lose to Devin Haney. So I need more money. Or let's do it in America or whatever. He sounded like he think he's going to lose. And that's what Tank did too. Remember Tank said that? Tank said when Turkey gave Tank a blank check and told me to come over and fight Devin Haney. And this dude Tank went off, man. He went off. Man, y'all be going over there, Saudi Arabia losing. Y'all be going over there and all y'all getting beat up. And then y'all siding with Devin. So I already know what y'all finna do. Ooh-wee. Man. These boys scared to death. Let me see here. What's up with Brother York? Y'all get the likes all the way up. Smash that like button. Said Tio was on the undercard in his own hometown. Yeah, but this is what it is. And I mean, I don't understand why the man won't take $11 million. Like, nobody, literally, Top Rank don't want you. PBC don't want you, right? You can go to Golden Boy, but Golden Boy is going to be on the zone. They can't pay you what Turkey is paying you unless you're fighting on something that's funded by Turkey. So T.O., now he putting stuff on social media about, let me see what he said on social, let me see. T.O. put this out. He said, I am looking to work with a company in the retail industry to launch and expand my Make Boxing Great Again brand and other ideas I'm working on. #boxing, Make Boxing Great Again. And you say tag a retail company you like to see the collaboration, whatever. And then Devin responds to that by saying, just shut the F up, T.O. Yeah, and Devin's right. He's like, bro, listen, this was yesterday. Well, all this stuff going on is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This was happening. Devin was like, bro, get off the internet. Do you want to fight or not, man? Just be quiet. The more you talk online, you're going to end up saying something goofy. Turkey going to get mad, whatever. Just get off of the internet, bro. You got $11 million coming. You talking about building some brand, make boxing great again. Bro, ain't nobody finna buy that mess, bro. What is you talking about? This is how I know he ain't got the full deck, bro. Something wrong with dude. He not dealing with a full deck, fam. It's just ridiculous. just got into it with Turkey. You just apologized. So the only thing you should be focused on right now is signing to fight Devin Haney, making that fight happen, making you $11 million from generational wealth. That's why fighters fight, right? You fight for your legacy. You fight so that you can take care of your family, and hopefully you can take care of them from generation to come. $11 million is generational wealth if you do what you're supposed to do with it. So all your life, T.O., you've been fighting, boxing, waiting on this moment where you get this kind of payday. You just asked Eddie Hearn a couple years ago for $10 million to fight Devin Haney. Turkey giving you 11. 11. And now it's a problem? Come on, bro. Y'all can't make this make sense. You got to make it make sense, bro. It's ridiculous. Shaw said he copying Devin. Remember, Devin came out and asked people to pitch their business ideas. Yeah, I know. That's what they do. What's up with Brother Dean in the building? This is just sad business right here. Sad work, man. So yeah, as of right now, the fight is not signed unless it got signed while we were doing this video in the last 30 minutes. The fight is not signed. Devin has signed. Tio has agreed verbally, but he hasn't signed. So he's talking out both sides of his mouth. So he's agreed to fight Devin, but then he's saying he's not selling his soul for $11 million. Then last night he talking about he just don't want to do it. He just don't see the benefit in fighting Devin. See? He said, how he gonna make boxing great again if he refuses to make a fight? Facts. Snoopy Mac bogus. He said what Tio really trying to say is make his wife's make her peach tight again. Wow. Vicious, savage behavior. Shaw would say with 11 million you can go invest and not have to worry about fighting. Exactly. Yeah, so that's what's happening, y'all. You know, it is what it is. I seen everybody, boxing scene was reporting it. I seen Setback and was reporting it and stuff. And, but, like I say, I've been around long enough to know that, man, I've seen this story before. I know that the fight it's right there. It's right there. It's a signature away. You know what I'm saying? So you can say technically the fight basically done. It's basically done. But how long did we hear that about Spence and Crawford? Earl has agreed. The fight basically done. Right? And then that go back and forth for forever. Nah. I'm going to wait until T.O. officially signs, and then when Ring Magazine announced it, when Turkey announced it on his page like he announced all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying, then we good. You say, wow, this fight is worth at least $50 million if it was in Vegas on pay-per-view. Sure. Devin and Tio might generate $50 million when you add all the totality, and then that money got to get split up. You got to split that money up with trainers, promoters, and all this other stuff going on. But Turkey making it simple for you. You ain't got to worry about nothing but getting paid. Just come get paid. You know what I'm saying? Come get paid, bro. Because if it's in America, you know what they're going to say? Well, I can give you a guarantee. This is how it typically go in America. The promoters tell you, well, we don't know exactly what the pay-per-views are going to do, but I can give you a guarantee, $4 million, and then we can give you guys can split the back end 50-50. But you gotta sell over 350,000 pay-per-views to get it back in. Anything other than before that is all our money. See what I'm saying? That's what they do. So that's why these fighters be mad and ain't enough money. Ooh, Turkey coming in and saying, hey, I'm going to give you $11 million, period. You have to worry about the back end, nothing. Just let me worry about that. I'm going to give you $11 million, boom. Right? You good. I'm not going to tell you what Devin making. I don't want no more hiccups. I don't want to upset Tio. So I'll be quiet. But it's good. It's a good situation for both fighters. Blue red crazy. What's up, Jay Good? Dreamer Watch says not a $50 million fight in the U.S. Said if Turkey is supposedly paying Tio $11 million, he's being overpaid. Yeah, for sure. I think Tio's being overpaid. I think the fight in America will generate $50 million, but the fighters won't get that. No way, no how. The fighters won't get that. That money will get split up through all kind of different technicalities and all kind of mess. Yeah, Tio definitely getting overpaid, but that's an investment. Turkey's making an investment and paying these guys a lot of money to help build his brand and build his you know what I'm saying, his country. You know what I'm saying? For he want to put on shows and attractions in his country. He want to make Saudi a place where people come and come visit and stuff like that. So that's what he want to do. So he investing. You say Tio made it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He only made like $1 million in the last fight, so I don't know what this is just fear, man. Trey Titan in the super chat, what to do? Says 78, Tio will eventually have to take the deal because his stock is dropping fast. The ball is in Devin's court. Yeah, Tio messed himself up. He messed himself up with the whole racist stuff he was doing. The little angle the whole little Ryan Garcia act he trying to pull, get some attention. He messed himself up with that. He said Tio got them dope free negotiation tactics. Man, then lost it. And lost the plot. I'm gonna tell you something. If he turned down this fight, if I'm Turkey, I ain't never working to do it again. Never. Yeah, I would never work with do it again if he turned down this fight. Ain't no way. You ain't got. There's nothing you can talk to me about. I offered you. You got paid $1 million according to your pay history. I give you $1 million. Now I'm offering you $11 million to fight Devin, and you tripping. And Devin is your contemporary. He's from your class. And you got an issue. Come on, bro. This is what boxing is all about. These type of fights are getting made. Jay Good said he really should be blackballed by black fighters, but this is a different era. I agree. So I don't know, man. It's a bad situation. Bad business for Tio. But hopefully, hopefully he signs the fight and everything, works out. If he don't, I just don't want to hear no more Teofimo Lopez glazing. I'm tired of people talking, oh, well, Devin can't do this and Devin can't do that. But no, every time we want to fight somebody, can't get none of these guys in the ring. It's always some weird excuse. But if you listen to the people in the chat, the fans will tell you, Devin can't punch hard. He ain't got no chin. He can't guard the left hook. He's boring. See, all this stuff, but so you was like, okay, if you're finna get paid career money to fight a dude who got all these flaws, why not just take the easy money? Why not? Kevin Hill, I understand what you're saying, but I don't care because Turkey that's black folks' job. Turkey would speak up for black folks if black folks stuck up for themselves, but we don't need no saviors. If black folks stuck up for themselves and unified, other people will respect us, and then they will say something too. But if they looking around, they seeing guys like Charlo and them, oh, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Then why would he? I'm not defending nobody who don't defend themselves. You said Devin will be the lineal 140-pound champ. 140 boys. No, if the fight happens, it's going to be at 147. Tio wants it to be at 145, but if the fight happens, it's going to be at either 145 or 147. This is how you know Tio's scared. Tio was ready to go up to 147 to fight Boots, right? Tio's ready to go up to 147 to fight Boots, but then he tell Devin he want to fight him at a catchweight at 145. What kind of sense do that make? So you was going to fight Boots at 147, but you want to fight Devin at a catchweight at 145. Goofy, man. Yes, indeed, show. Y'all smash that like button. Get them lights all the way up, ladies and gents. Shout out to the brother King Mac, the God in the super chat with that 10-piece. Thank you, brother. He says, would be so dope if you and some LDBC fam could have a sit-down meeting with Turkey. Oh, yeah, that'd be dope. For sure, for sure. Might happen, too. Kelly Red. No, Devin ain't naturally bigger than Boots. Tio just he's just looking for some. Tio is looking for some type of get out of jail free card when it comes to fighting Devin. So he's looking for something to complain about. He can't. So he wanted to argue about the weight, and then he have an opportunity to fight for $11 million, and now $11 million ain't enough. Like, come on, fam, this is ridiculous. But like I say, everybody knew Tio was going to get cooked today. So the Tio propaganda machine came out early this morning. Oh, it's signed. The fight's signed. The fight's official for August. No, it's not. That's to take your mind off of the interview he did with Punch Drunk, where he was on there ducking. But see, y'all gotta understand the boxing politics, bro. That's how it works. It's politics, man. Switching of the narratives. Once you get enough media people in your pocket, man, you can you leak some information, and one person run with it. Everybody else copy that person. You know what I'm saying? They copy that person thinking, oh, he got the inside scoop. He got the inside scoop. Say paying the fights will happen. Nah, Turkey finding out right now that even when you offer to pay them, they still don't want the fights. He finna pay Tio $11 million. Think about that. Teo just got paid $1 million his last fight. Turkey said, "I'm gonna give you $11 million to fight Devin," and Teo still got a problem. Talking about location, right? Location. So Teo and Devin is on the same day as Roach and Tank. If the fight happens, then I think so. I think it's gonna be Teo and Devin fight gonna be on earlier, and then Roach and Tank gonna be on later. If it happens like that. He said, "I'm confused on how Teo, the Simp's wife, continues to let him mess up the bag. He not with her no more. No, she been left him. That's his baby mama now. You talking about?" Jay Good said this is the equivalent of AJ turning down $50 million. Yep. Slip the jab say Turkey takes the money excuse right out of the equation and exposes your favorite fighter. That's right. Every time. That's why they don't like him. Told you. That's why I don't like him. Kept trying to tell y'all this, man. This is the game of boxing. That's why Tank Davis don't like Turkey. That's why Teo. That's why Canelo. All the people who want to cherry pick and do all this other stuff had an issue with Turkey. Right? All of them have an issue with Turkey. But now, you see what Canelo did? Canelo wanted Turkey to give him a free fight, an extra free fight to fight the boy, the Cuban dude who just fought. So Canelo got a free payday right there just to fight Crawford. It's ridiculous. My brother Willie Lowe, Bomb Squad in the building. What to do, Willie? Let me see here. Yes, sir, brother. Willie birthday this week. My birthday this week. And we got some good fights coming up this weekend too. Exactly, Jay Good. Yep, they didn't want to let AJ come over here to fight Wilder because it was a 2-fight deal on tape. I still got them articles on my computer downstairs. It's a 2-fight deal. Eddie Hearn had just said that it looked like it might be a 2-fight deal to fight Wilder. Both fights might be in America. The first one for sure, and they're working on securing enough money for the second fight to be in America too. And they were talking about doing both of them in Vegas. And then what happened? AJ fans start crying. AJ fans run around crying. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't do it in America. Why would you do that? Why would you do that in America? What about us? We deserve to see it at Wembley. And AJ stopped the fight. So boxing fans sometimes be the ones stopping these fights, man. I'm telling you. All that crying and complaining, afraid to see your guy lose. Chin Check Charlie in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Says, if Devin Teo and Tank Roach were on the same night, who you think is getting more views? It depends. Depends on the networks. Depends on pay-per-view. All that kind of good stuff. It would depend. It might hurt. It might hurt both of their both cards though. But Turkey don't care. He ain't doing it for that anyway. He doing it because he just want to see the fights. I don't think he not trying to lose tens of millions of dollars on the regular. But I don't think taking an L really hurts him like it hurts somebody else because he's not in the risk of losing no money. You know what I'm saying? He's not in the risk of I should say going out of business. See, these other guys got a budget. We talking about like the PBC got a budget, Top Rank budget. All these other people got budget. Even DAZN budget. You know what I'm saying? Turkey is sitting on oil money, bro. Everybody who drive a car and dissing Turkey, just shut up, please. If you driving listening to this right now and you don't like Turkey, just be quiet. That's a whole different type of money, bro. Whole different type of money. Imagine every time you need some money, you can just go out to that tree in the backyard and take a couple leaves off of it. Just whenever you need some money. And that's what they got. They got some different type of money over there. But it ain't gonna matter anyway who gets more views. It's gonna matter on the results because Tank got a tough fight with Roach coming up. And now if Tank he gotta beat Roach. He got to. You gotta beat him, man, because if you don't, man, it's bad business. Hold on 1 second though. Yeah, if Tank don't beat Roach, it's bad business for him. It's gonna end up being a situation where it's gonna be a situation where Tank is gonna probably have to retire. And now he's talking about fighting Jake Paul. Everybody fine with Tank. Everybody is fine with Tank fighting Jake Paul for a bag, right? For $40 million or something. And I told y'all what was happening. A bunch of Tank fans told me that's not really happening. Y'all making up stuff. Y'all hating on Tank. Y'all lying. He ain't finna fight no Jake Paul. Okay. Now you see he finna fight Jake Paul if he get past Roach. And now it's excuses being made for that fight. Like I told you was gonna happen. I literally told you exactly what was gonna happen. Drink more water. Say Tank gonna handle business against Roach and all the fraud Roach fans. They'll keep faking. No, listen, man. If Tank come out here and knock out Roach in the first 4 or 5 rounds, I guarantee you that everybody who was rooting for Roach and talking all this Roach stuff, they're not even gonna watch his next fight, man. Sadly, that's what's gonna happen to Lamont Roach. I mean, that's how people are. Remember how everybody jumped on Andy Ruiz bandwagon when he beat AJ, and then Andy Ruiz started feeling himself, feeling good, eating meat lovers pizzas and stuff, Domino's stuffed crust, laying in the bed, got he on the floor Indian style with different boxes of pizzas, just having his way, watching cartoons, drinking 2-liter sodas, having his way. And then went up in the rematch, AJ outboxed him. So I hope that Lamont Roach does not. I hope Lamont Roach doesn't go and get big headed and don't come into this fight with the same discipline or even more. He got to be more hungry. He got to be more hungry than he was the first fight. Because Tank gonna be better in this fight than he was the first one. So Lamont Roach has to be better. If he's better, he can beat Tank. You say So his frame maxes out at 140. Let me see. So Rod Neal. Mm-hmm. Oh, he said Teo. Okay. But anyway, I can hold y'all up here all day. I've been on here for about an hour, so I'm gonna get up out of here. I got another video coming up later on talking about the fights this weekend with Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason. Them breaking down that card. So y'all stay tuned for that. Share this video, smash that like button, click the link that's pinned. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the LDBC meet and greet in Vegas. Make sure you be there. Everything is locked in, location, all that stuff. So you want to know where you're gonna be at. Buy your ticket. Once you buy the ticket, it's gonna show you all the details on the website where we're going. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm up out of here though. Deuces.